false rape accusation has ruined my life. Freshman in college. Dated a girl around 3 months ago. I wouldn't say I know if I loved her, but I cared about her more than anything and truly thought the world of her. Sex was never huge in our relationship. To me, if we never had it, I would have been just fine, so she initiated mostly via text or in person. We spent every moment of every day together until we had a large argument of her still begging for her ex-boyfriend to come back. The relationship was promptly ended that night. The next morning, I woke up. I had a text from her insisting I had raped her every time we had sex. I drove home distraught and attempting to calm myself of the situation, and by the time I came back, it had been announced by my family that I needed to return immediately due to them being called by my school. I was petrified. I texted every friend I had, to no avail and no response. I lived in solidarity, in complete loneliness of what I could only describe as agony for the following month. I was completely outcasted by a group of friends I had known since elementary school until now. No one has ever believed me. No one has ever looked at my evidence other than the people who investigated me at my university, who promptly closed my case once presented. No one has ever listened to me or attempted to hear my side of the allegation. All of my secrets, I've told her she's told my friends. She has insinuated she would like to hook up with me a little bit after this, but I declined. She still posts about me on her Instagram and attempted to reach out to likely torment me further. Truly, the worst part of the state of life I sit in is not the fear of lingering miscarriage of justice garnering consequences, but the breach of trust within people I truly loved. I watched my own mother tell me she wished I was dead. I watched my own father tell me my mother may have never truly loved me. I watched the only woman I ever confided in tell everyone my deepest and darkest secrets to the world. I watched my best friend watch me die. I watched a man I trusted and cared for several years ignore me like I was the dirt on the bottom of his shoe. Men I've known for decades forget me like I was never anything to them. I watched adults paid to care about me look at me in complete and utter disgust. I watched this happen with no evidence at all, but word from someone they had all only known for 3 months. I watched myself die. I watched myself give up. I'm haunted by my past. I watched a girl I loved more than any man could love and confided all previous trust abuse, me and mentally torment me for 5 months before all of this. I can't remember a single time I was ever happy for longer than a week. I can't remember a single month I went without the thought of ending my life, my first memory to my last. I can't remember a single time God ever spoke to me in a time of dire and complete need. I feel truly empty. Every time I ask for a sign of it, being my time to die, it is shown. The people I lived for have abandoned me. Everyone has abandoned me, but me for not much longer. Edit, I would like to firstly apologize for my sloppy writing and clear up many mistakes. This was written very late at night in a very vulnerable state, and I had no expectation or desire for this to explode to the level it has. I would like to clarify a good point that has been made many times considering I mentioned I knew the girl in question for 3 months, and then said I watched a girl mentally torment me for 5 months. These are 2 separate people. This is why I put at the end of the message before all of this. It is referring to my ex, my 3-year-old girlfriend, check my post history, who was physically, emotionally, and mentally abusive. I was struck multiple times by her. I was ridiculed, and she attempted to get me fired from a management position at a job I had after we broke up. I have never had good experiences with people I truly trust, and have been betrayed by everyone I can think of I ever did trust besides my father. Again, I apologize for the sloppy writing. It was late, and I was tired and vulnerable, but that does not bide me an excuse, and I take full accountability for any misinterpretation and do not blame anyone for it. I still have all of the messages screenshotted of her asking to have sex. She's deleted a lot of them, but I have proof she deleted them. This definitely furthers my case, because if I truly did what she says I did, there would be no reason to delete texts, but rather let the truth unfold. Many are asking why I did not report this sooner. The truth is, I still care about her too deeply, as stupid as it is. I am extremely rarely a person to let emotions get in the way of something, but in this case, unfortunately, they have. 22 days ago, I gave myself a month to make a final decision of if I would pursue action, and a decision has been made very recently. This wasn't just a false accusation. This was also a breakup and a betrayal of someone I did care about.